Everyone wants to get rich. Everyone wants to be financially free, but most people never even save their first $10,000. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I mean it in a real way. Most people go their entire lives without ever experiencing what it feels like to have 5 figures saved. Not because they didn't have the chance, not because they didn't make money, but because they never learned how to keep it. And the truth is, the first 10K is the hardest because you're not just building savings, you're breaking addiction, you're untangling identity, you're going against everything you've been taught your whole life. I had to learn that the hard way. At 18, I had $10,000 saved when I moved out, and I thought that meant I was responsible, smart, ahead of the curve. I thought I had it figured out, but the truth is I had no clue what I was doing because by the end of that first year living on my own, that 10K was gone. Not spent on anything that mattered, not invested, not used to buy freedom or stability. It was gone on takeout, on dumb gear I didn't need, on convenience, on validation, on momentary hits of pleasure that cost me long-term peace. And what's worse is I didn't even notice it happening. It didn't feel reckless. It felt normal because I told myself what most people do. It's fine. I'll make more. I'll just increase my income. The next paycheck will fix it. The next opportunity will bail me out. And that's how most people live their lives. They don't save because they're waiting for more. They think the solution to every financial problem is more money. But here's the truth. More money just exposes you faster. If you're irresponsible with $1,000, you'll be reckless with $10,000. If you blow $10, okay, if you're not ready for $100, money doesn't fix behavior, it amplifies it. So no, you don't need to make 6 figures to save 10K. You just need to become someone different. Because saving your first 10K isn't about being rich. It's about becoming the kind of person who's building something. And that takes more than effort. It takes identity change. It takes a shift in how you see yourself, your time, your spending, your future. So how do you actually do it? Let me break it down, not just tactically, but mentally. First, let's kill the lie that you need more income. Yes, more income helps, but the average person could save thousands just by being aware. When I finally sat down and tracked my spending, I realized I was burning hundreds every month on absolute nonsense. Little purchases that felt harmless in the moment, but destructive over time. I was losing my future $20 at a time. A coffee here, a delivery there. A new shirt, another monthly subscription. A night out that I barely remember. And the worst part, I didn't even enjoy most of it. So, if you're serious about saving 10K, the first thing you need to do is this. Face your spending. Sit down with your statements. Go through the last 30 days. Label everything. How much went to food? How much to subscriptions? How much to Amazon? How much did you spend out of boredom, stress, or impulse? It will be uncomfortable. It will feel exposing, but you can't fix what you won't face. Next, set an actual goal. Not, I want to save more. That's vague. Set a number and a deadline. Say, I will save $10,000 in 12 months. Now you've got a real target. Break it down. That's $833 a month, roughly $28 a day. Now it's no longer a dream, it's a system. And when you see that number clearly, you start thinking differently. Now you're not just saving, you're training. Every dollar you keep is a vote for the person you're becoming. Now here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Saving money isn't about saying no, it's about saying yes to something better. You're not depriving yourself, you're choosing peace over pressure. You're choosing freedom over fear. You're choosing to live on purpose, not just from emotion. So now let's talk about strategies. Not just financial tips, but principles that keep you going when motivation fades. 1, pay yourself first. Before bills, before rent, before anything else. Move money into savings automatically. Make it like a tax you charge yourself to build your future. 2, create distance. Open a separate savings account at a different bank. Hide it from your home screen. Don't look at it. Don't touch it. The harder it is to access, the more likely it is to grow. 3, use pain points to your advantage. If you hate budgeting, turn it into a daily 3-minute ritual. If you're triggered to spend online, delete the apps. If your environment is full of spenders, spend less time there. You can't save in a world built to make you consume unless you build walls around your discipline. 4, use momentum loops. Every time you stop yourself from making a dumb purchase, move that exact amount to savings. $14 Uber Eats order you skipped, $14 savings. Didn't go out this weekend? Transfer the $100 you would have spent. Make every small win visible. It keeps the game fun. 5, find your why. Because when you hit month 3 or 4 and you're tired, when your friends are out every weekend and you're holding back, when you see something you really want but know it'll set you back, you need something stronger than motivation. You need to remember why this matters. Maybe you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you want out of debt. Maybe you're building something for your future family. Maybe you just want to prove to yourself that you're not like everyone else. Whatever it is, write it down. Look at it every day. Because saving money isn't a financial challenge, it's an emotional war. Let me tell you the truth that no one talks about. Spending money feels good. It gives you a hit, a feeling of control, a boost of identity, a moment of escape. So when you stop spending, you'll feel withdrawal. You'll feel bored, left out, behind. You'll doubt yourself. You'll wonder if it's even worth it. That's when you need to remember, this is temporary. It's not forever. It's the setup, the build, the foundation. Because when you hit that 10K and you look back, you'll realize that the peace is worth every single sacrifice. You'll walk differently, think differently, spend differently. Because now you have options. You're not desperate. You're not on the edge. You're not one flat tire away from panic. You've got a cushion. That 10K means you can quit a job you hate. You can take a calculated risk. You can breathe. It's not the money that changes your life. It's the discipline you built getting there. So if you're watching this and you've never saved $10,000, let me say this clearly. You can do it, but you have to be different than you've been. Don't wait for a raise. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Start now. Start messy. Start small. Because every $5 you save today makes you $5 stronger tomorrow. And one day, when you've got that 10K sitting there untouched, you'll smile, not because you're rich, but because you know you're not owned by your impulses anymore. You're in control now. And from that foundation, you can build anything.